Sup shitters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SB Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out some tracks from a musician named Tom Gorsich. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Tom Gorsich. And throughout these tracks he's working with different artists. We're going to switch over to here. We're going to go up to the top of the page. This first track, Dancing with the Demon, has got Tom Gorsich and Jason Brownlow in it. So we're going to put it full screen. And we've got Heels. That's a nice touch, nice start. And we're going to hear what we think. Oh. I'm loving the fact that they've got these bars. Whenever you see these bars, you know you're in for like a video, you know what I mean? Something quite cinematic. She's got the curves to make a man stop and stare. She's got the words to make a man go anyway. All right. I see what we're doing here. Right, cool. I'm digging it already. I'm digging the general vibe of the drums, the boom, 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 and that kind of the what is the sound of that? A kind of staccato, kind of bassy arp kind of sound. Not arp, plucked, like close to a pluck. That synth that's going on in there, eh? Just, it's a nice combination. It's very sassy, kind of matches the kind of the impression that I have of the dancer in the scene, how she moves, and the kind of expression on her face. Oh, smooth. Nice contrast. Yeah, I can tell this guy's Tom Gorsich has been producing music for a while, because that was just such a smooth transition there, you know? Straight into that break. The vocalist, Jason Brownlow, is doing a fantastic job as well. His tonality matches the kind of the atmosphere that is created by the orchestration. Oh, cool vocal harmonization there. Cool. And we're at the hook. Oh, sick. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. The boom, 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 boom. That there is like a nice way to enter back into a repeat of it. Don't expect me to sing. I can't sing, but I know my notes well enough. And just, you know, it isn't a super energetic, a super full-on chorus, but it's still, you can tell there is a difference because of the way the vocals have been mixed and performed. And the sort of the little bit of an extra emphasis with the piano part there. She's a hell of a dancer, don't she? Here for your soul. Yep, there we go. Yep, so we've got the connection now. We're talking about a woman who's dancing, who's going to take your soul. We've got the colors in this music video. We have the reds, and you have sort of the kind of the chair where I suppose the stripteasers would go. The imagery is pretty straightforward, but is nonetheless effective. She's sort of showcasing her body, sort of showing what she's capable of. What I also like is, very classy is the fact that she is like basically fully dressed, you know. Occasionally, when people write songs about women like this, they'll just be like very kind of skimpy outfits and like that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like super prissy or anything like that. There's just a bit of sophistication behind the decision making here, and I really dig that. So it's more, because it's more about the sort of the psychological aspect of it apart from the raw sort of attraction. And again, because the music is so well written, it's a fantastic foundation for the lyricist, the vocalist. And that's what you really need when you are doing a collaboration like this. You need teamwork. Yeah, that kind of the boom, 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 boom. What is it like? Yeah, so that's like an E diminished that he's got there. That's kind of dope. Having that diminished chord, it kind of keeps the song sounding very, very fresh, and I have a lot of love for that. Cool. And yeah, it's very, again, the vocalist is repeating those same melodic rhythms and patterns throughout the hooks to sort of cement it in the listener's head. Yep. Very proficient. Very professional piece of multimedia that we're witnessing right now. Oh, this is very different, isn't it? Demon? Is that the implication that there is something more than simply just like seduction going on here? That like he is literally gonna leave? Like, am I thinking too much about this? That'd be brutal. That sounds terrifying, actually. The music is sort of nonchalant in a way that sort of screams to me like you're underestimating the opponent. Like she's really gonna take your soul, you know? That kind of... that sort of amount of sort of self-security? Security within the producer, Tom Gorsich, is admirable. The song did what it needed to do, which was give Jason Brownlow a platform to perform the song he wanted to make. There wasn't a single note out of place, and the mood was expertly placed. It's an all-around phenomenal effort. We've got Tom Gorsich and Greg Emond, Tom Gorsich and featuring Greg Emond. Spain! Memories Never Fade Away for track number 2, and we're going to listen to the second track here, and boom. Handfuls of smoke, leaders of hope. Very different vibe. No one to hold. Very different vibe. Very, very different vibe. What a talented producer. Like, to be able to go from what we're listening to just then to this sort of acoustic country kind of vibe. It's a big step, but we're nailing it. That cinematography is incredibly powerful. The emotions on display here, we have some really good actors. Really good actors. Praying on your stone. Like, this is phenomenal. It's fantastic. I'm really glad because, you know, so often you hear producers and, you know, they're fantastic and they do tend to sort of keep it safe with their sort of creative decisions in terms of the genres they approach. But I get the impression with Tom Gorsich that he's willing to try all sorts of new things and he wants to work more to help the vocalist. Not just himself. He'll take risks and... Oh, I get it. I get it. This is incredibly sad, isn't it? But it's in a way it's also it's also beautiful. And that rose, symbolic of the love he's lost. Very well told story. I'm actually been here. I've been listening to some fantastic. Wait, let me just get my thoughts, because a whole bunch of thoughts went through my head at the same time. I don't know whether it's because I'm super duper tired at the moment or because whatever. Just the caliber of the stuff that I've been checking out recently, especially in the later half of 2020, has been phenomenal. There are so many cool music videos being released. So many cool music videos. So much great music. So much great music. And kind of these kind of more sort of like stilted shots of him struggling through his kind of grief. Coming to terms with the loss of his wife. And anger. And then gradually acceptance, the different stages. And she's always watching over him. I love the guitars and the violins and the little sort of shakers, and it's just a completely, again, I know I've said this a lot of time, I'm just blown away by how different the vibe is to the last one we checked out. It's just, these two tracks are... That falsetto was gorgeous. Who was it? Greg Emond, as if... Wow, Tom Gorsich picked some really skilled vocalists to work with, eh? Again, the mood is matched between the musician and the singer. And that voice crack there, just those little things symbolize the struggle of what the singer is going through. It comes from the heart, man. You can't make this stuff up. Wow, that guitar work in the background is crazy. Are you like listening to the da-da-da-da-da-da-da? I've just picked up on that in the mix because I was enjoying the video. I've just been able to just sit here and just watch these like I'm watching. Just a video from any top tier major label. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just so impressive. It's so impressive. But yeah, that finger style he was doing there was just tricky stuff. Very, 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 very adept guitarist. And those kind of piano parts at the end. Memories never fade away. Junior Alvarez and Sigrid Ogel, Melanie Luis, Carlos Doval, Marta Calero, and Jonathan Guzman. Sick. Yeah. Professional team. It's what you need. It's what you need nowadays. You need to have a team of professionals behind you if you want to succeed, and Tom Gorsich is succeeding. He's just... I'm just blown away so far. We've got one more track today. Tom Gorsich featuring Debaya for 2 weeks, maybe 3. And this will be the last of the 3 we watch. And I'm excited for it. Oh, and we're back to the kind of the sort of more electronic elements. Again, the range of this producer. You freed my soul, but I was waiting. Very different vocalist as well. Again, these 3 tracks are very distinct, and I'm really pleased with the selection that I have to check out today. For something else to come, it's never enough, you said, but please, I look after myself. For years now, I've dreamed acoustic drums. Whoa. Wow. I loved that chorus. There's such a lovely color to the way she sings and delivers her lines, and those drums and the slightly overdriven guitars and the bass and there's the warbly kind of pad that's going over top of it. It evokes a sense of mystery and confusion, but the fact that she's trying to sort of get through it.
Waiting for something, no,
Like she's in intermission trying to figure out what the next step is.
promise someday I would find, living each day through their lives. One has to give up for one to shine.
That's a clever line. That's a clever line. One has to give up for one to shine. I dig it.
I set you free, but you came back into
Okay.
my lonely
We got
world.
vocal harmonies, backing vocals. I dig it.
I changed my mind, 'cause you said I could.
Oh, she looks completely disbelieving. She's like, why did you come back?
For years now, I've dreamed of things that you can't see. To be alone and breathe for 2 weeks, maybe 3.
Is that sort of talking about just needing space and coming to terms with what, that like a breakup or a separation and just needing room to be yourself? And the fact that sometimes you just really need to be alone, and that's part of the reason why maybe you broke up in the first place?
I don't know if I'll come back. I've never told you this would last.
Alright, we've got an interlude here, you know. And it's distinct, I dig it. Alright. Cool. 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 We had a 3-act kind of thing, didn't we, in this music video? We had her wandering around figuring out what decision to make. The second was her coming to terms with her partner or ex-partner and just saying, hey, you know, I think we need some time. I'm assuming this is her coming out of that and becoming a better person, maybe.
For 2 weeks, maybe 3. For years now, I've dreamed of things that you can't see. To be alone.
That very vulnerable, gentle guitar line that we're listening to right now to match the end of the song and the vulnerability of herself, like her vocal delivery and the story she's telling. It's just so genuine. It's something that I think
Maybe 3.
it's just unbelievable how good Tom Gorsich is. This track with Debia, I'm sorry if I've been saying Debia this whole time. I'm just happy to report that I enjoyed each one of these tracks for their own merits. The production was spot on with all of them. I was blown away by the level of thoughtfulness on behalf of Tom Gorsich, the consideration that he put in to the sort of how his music that he's writing, how his collaboration with these artists would turn out. It's just, it can be too easy to just make the music your own entirely and to disregard to be inflexible. But Tom Gorsich has managed to be a great team player and pull out the strengths from each of these singers, these other musicians that he's been doing this stuff with, and he's turned it into gold. I have a phenomenal amount of respect for Tom Gorsich and what he has managed to achieve throughout these 3 tracks. The instrumental performances themselves were just bomb. They were just the bomb. They were just, yeah. There was not a note out of place. very confident, very comfortable performance. It didn't sound like he was having to strain himself at all. There wasn't a solo which sounded like the note may have been rushed a little bit. It's all just so flawless in its execution that I wonder how he was even able to do it. Because to have that sort of diversity within your sets is just, that takes years of development as a producer, as a musician, to even get near the level of musicianship, let alone being in the position to do all that he's done. I think what has also helped Tom Gorsich here is that he's chosen to work with musicians such as Debbia or Debaya, Greg Emond, Jason Brownlow, who each had different vocal styles, and their strengths were amplified. And that's basically what I have to say about this release. This set of tracks from Tom Gorsich. There doesn't need to be anything added to it. He's on a level where I don't think he needs to really change. As a musician, I'm sure he'll continue to work with other like-minded performers and artists and songwriters, and he'll continue to I think he'll continue to experiment. He'll continue to experiment and try new things. And, occasionally you try new things and it doesn't work out the way you want it to, but I have faith that Tom Gorsich will have very few of those times just because of his innate ability to hit the right notes. But thank you very much for watching this review of Tom Gorsich's various tracks. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I haven't pronounced Tom Gorsich wrong the whole time. I do appreciate I did a Google search to make sure I was pronouncing it to get a guess of it. So if I've gotten it wrong, I still take responsibility, but about 10% of that can go to Google. Stay cool, stay safe. Please do check out Tom Gorsich's various social medias, as well as his his YouTube, and also check out the other musicians, Jason Brownlow, Greg Emond, and Debia. And please also remember to support your local musicians at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. I'll catch you next review. Spiderhands out.